Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we are going to discuss sexual reproduction in flowering plants. In our previous video we have already discussed asexual reproduction and its various types. So in this video we are going to start sexual reproduction in flowering plants, but before that we have to understand what is sexual reproduction. So in previous video we have discussed sexual reproduction is uniparental, formation of gamete and fusion of gamete does not take place, and also in this type of reproduction the offspring or the organism that is produced which is identical to their parents, which is the copy or clone of their parent. And in this same time, in asexual reproduction only mitotic division takes place, meiotic does not take place. If we compare both of the type of reproduction, then we'll find in asexual reproduction it means the type of reproduction, the process of reproduction in which two organisms are required or two gametes are required, two haploid gametes fuse together or form together and make a diploid gamete, and in this way a new offspring or new organism or new individual is produced. So we can say that sexual reproduction is the process of reproduction, a type of reproduction in which two individuals are required to form a new organism. So if we compare both of the reproduction, we'll find that sexual reproduction is biparental, because in this type two parents are required, and in this type of reproduction formation of gamete takes place. Formation of gamete is required because in this type of reproduction fusion of gamete is essential, so that formation of gamete and fusion of gamete is required. And in this type of reproduction, because the two different gamete, two different haploid gamete fuse together, so that the offspring is not identical or not similar to their parents, rather than they are we can find evolution here in this type of reproduction. So evolution takes place, and in this type of reproduction mitotic as well as meiotic division takes place. So here are the difference between asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction, and also we get the definition or the information of sexual reproduction. Now we'll start sexual reproduction in flowering plants. Sexual reproduction in plants की जब बात होती है तो एवरी टाइम हमें ये याद रखना है कि सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन ओनली टेक्स प्लेस इन एंजियोस्पर्मिक प्लांट. मीन्स एंजियोस्पर्म का मतलब क्या हो गया, तो एंजियोस्पर्मिक प्लांट्स, उन प्लांट्स को हम एंजियोस्पर्म कहते हैं जिस प्लांट में जो सीड है वो इनसाइड द फ्रूट वॉल के अंदर रहता है, एंड द फ्लावर बेयरिंग जो प्लांट है, जिस प्लांट में फ्लावर होते हैं, फ्लावर लगते हैं, फ्लावर बेयर होते हैं, एंड जिसके फ्रूट्स जो है फ्रूट्स के अंदर सीड डेवलप करता है. द सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन टेक्स प्लेस ओनली इन एंजियोस्पर्मिक प्लांट. सो इफ वी टॉक अबाउट अ typical angiospermic plant, then we find its various types. इस एंजियोस्पर्म्स के डिफरेंट पार्ट्स हम देखेंगे. तो इफ वी ड्रॉ अ टिपिकल एंजियोस्पर्मिक प्लांट, देन विल फाइंड टू सिस्टम. इसमें हम दो सिस्टम पाएंगे. एक जो है वो ग्राउंड लेवल के अंदर होता है, ग्राउंड लेवल के नीचे का पार्ट हो गया, एंड अनदर इज अबव द ग्राउंड लेवल. So under the ground level we find root and root hairs. So it forms a root system, because under the ground level we find root and its root hairs. So it forms a root system. So it is a root, and we find several fine root hairs. Above the ground level, we find different parts. That means the stem, leaf, then branches we get flowers, and also fruit. And flower. So above the ground level, it forms a shoot system. शूट सिस्टम बना रहा है. तो ये एक टिपिकल एंजियोस्पर्मिक प्लांट के डिफरेंट पार्ट्स है. So in this angiospermic plant, only the reproduction takes place in flower. So in the angiospermic plant, flower is the part of reproduction, or it is the reproductive part of flower where the reproduction takes place. Flower में ही reproduction होता है in angiospermic plant में. तो हमें सबसे पहले फ्लावर के स्ट्रक्चर एंड इसके कौन कौन से पार्ट हैं इसे जानने की ज़रूरत है. तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वील अंडरस्टैंड द पार्ट्स ऑफ फ्लावर एंड विच टाइप ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन फाउंड इन फ्लावर सो दैट रिप्रोडक्शन टेक्स प्लेस इन दैट पर्टिकुलर पार्ट ऑफ द एंजियोस्पर्म. तो अगर हम एक टिपिकल एंजियोस्पर्मिक फ्लावर को हम ड्रॉ करेंगे, देन विल फाइंड अ branch like structure or a stem like structure, but it is not a stem. It is a part of flower which is attached to the main stem. ये main stem से attached रहता है, which is termed as pedicel. And the uppermost part of the pedicel के ऊपर वाले part को हम कहते हैं thalamus, जिस पे सारे जो parts of plant है वो attach होते हैं. It is thalamus. In the thalamus attached a green part of flower. Flower के जो पीछे का green part है, नीचे हम green part देखते हैं जो greenish color के एक part है, leaf like structure होते हैं. It is called calyx. It is called calyx, and it can also be termed as sepal. Calyx, sepal. After the calyx, we find the colorful part. The colorful part of a flower is called corolla. इसे हम corolla भी कहते हैं, या फिर इसका एक और नाम है जिसे हम कहते हैं petal. We know as a petal. The colorful part of a flower is corolla, or we can say petal. Beneath the petal or beneath the corolla, the green colored part we find, that is termed as calyx or sepal, and the corolla and calyx all are joined together in the thalamus. After that we find two structure. One is the male reproductive part and other is the female reproductive part of flower, which is found inside the flower. If we draw a structure like this, inside the flower we find a single structure. It is the female reproductive part, that is gynosium. Gynosium, or its another term is pistil. Female reproductive part of flower is termed as gynosium or pistil, and the male reproductive part of flower is drawn like this. The several male reproductive part we find. So these structures, androsium or stamen. The male reproductive part of a flower is androsium or stamen, and the female reproductive part of a flower is gynosium or pistil. So we find different parts of flower, that is pedicel, calyx, corolla, androsium and gynosium. These are the basic structure, basic 5 parts of a flowering plants which we have to learn. So this is all about the introduction of sexual reproduction, reproductive part of the plant and various parts of a flower. In our next video, we'll continue how reproduction takes place in the flower. So if you like this video, then please give a big thumbs up, comment below, share with your friends and also subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video. Bye bye.